Mama June admits weight loss drugs are not a quick fix after taking Ozempic. Mama June has been receiving constant criticism for her latest weight loss journey. She has been working on her excess weight for a long time. The reality TV star also went under the knife a few years ago to get back in shape. Unfortunately, her unhealthy lifestyle and binge eating habits took her back to where she started. Shannon started taking semaglutide injections to shed the excess weight. She has been giving her fans all the updates on her journey. However, viewers are not much impressed with the reality TV star's decision. They have also been slamming Shannon for going down the easy way instead of fixing her lifestyle and eating habits. However, June shared some major changes in her health with her followers. She also admitted that the weight loss drugs were not a quick fix. Mama June. Shannon claims weight loss. Drugs are not a quick fix. Mama June has been raising eyebrows for using weight loss drugs to get back in shape. Fans were well aware of the gastric bypass surgery that she had a few years ago, but the reality TV star lost track of her goals and gained a lot of weight. Shannon informed her viewers about taking weight loss injections a few weeks ago. She took to Instagram to upload another video of herself to share her update. June said, "I have lost another 2.2 pound for a total of like 7.4 pound total so far," in the caption. The reality TV star was proud of the changes she made in her body in the past 3 weeks. However, fans took to the comment section to slam the celebrity for using weight loss drugs to shed weight. One fan said, "What about all the processed food? She eats all the sugar she eats." Meanwhile, others slammed her for not keeping up with the lifestyle changes after the surgery. Finally, June took to the comment section to fire back at the haters. She said, "Well, I'm gonna answer this as a whole. I definitely do not do Little Debbie snacks at all anymore." She told her trollers about not having anything fried. For the past 3 weeks, the TLC star tried to make her followers understand that the weight loss drugs only suppressed her diet. Moreover, she continued, but that it is not a quick fix, before adding that it was a slow process that won't happen overnight. June further explained that a lot of bariatric patients take weight loss shots years after the surgery. Fans slammed Mama June for sharing unhealthy snacks for weight loss patients. Mama June has been constantly under the radar of her audience for taking weight loss injections. She has been sharing controversial updates on social media about her fitness journey. June recently came up with another video of herself to suggest some healthy snacking options for patients taking semaglutide injections. However, the reality TV star's followers took to the comment section to slam Shannon for sharing unhealthy options. One fan said, "All that food is crap. It's all processed and causes cancer." Meanwhile, others told her to consult a nutritionist before suggesting misleading information to others. Moreover, someone added, "People need to stop using diabetic medication to lose weight." Keep coming back to TV season and spoilers for more tea on Shannon and her weight loss journey. The world of weight loss is a tangled one, filled with promises, pills, and procedures that often offer more hope than actual results. And if anyone knows the hard truth behind that glittering facade, it's Mama Shannon. The reality TV matriarch, who has lived much of her life under the scrutinizing glare of cameras, recently took a bold and raw step by admitting something many celebrities tried to keep hidden. Weight loss drugs, including the buzzed about Ozempic, are not a magic bullet. Instead of instant transformation, Mama June found herself caught in a web of slow progress, unexpected side effects, and emotional exhaustion. Now, after facing the reality of relying on injections like Ozempic, she's stepping forward with a new kind of message, one that's rooted in real-life struggle, resilience, and the painful process of self-discovery. From quick-fix dreams to hard-earned truths, Mama June has always been a larger-than-life figure, not just in personality, but in her public health journey. Her dramatic weight loss in 2017, fueled by weight loss surgery and diet changes, made headlines and even became the cornerstone of her show, Mama June, From Not to Hot. But after years of turbulent ups and downs, addiction battles, family estrangement, and emotional chaos, Her weight began to creep back up, and the struggle returned with a vengeance. Caught between wanting to regain control and feeling overwhelmed by how far she had slipped, June turned to what many celebrities and influencers touted as the latest game changer: Ozempic, a medication originally designed for type 2 diabetes, but now widely used for weight loss. The expectation? Quick and dramatic results. The reality? A slow, draining, and often disappointing process. Ozempic's allure, and its limits at first, the idea was appealing. 1 injection a week, appetite suppression, fat melting away with minimal effort. That's what the headlines and online testimonials promised. Mama June started the medication, hoping it would kickstart a new phase in her health journey. But what she experienced instead was far more complex. The weight didn't vanish overnight. In fact, the scale barely budged during the first few months. Instead of rapid results, she found herself dealing with fatigue, mood swings, and nausea that made her daily life even more challenging. Insiders close to June noted how disillusioned she became. While others were celebrating dramatic transformations thanks to semaglutide-based medications, she felt stuck, discouraged by the slow progress, and frustrated by the toll it was taking on her energy. Her body wasn't responding the way she had hoped, and emotionally, the effort felt more draining than motivating. Struggling behind the scenes. Behind the social media posts and carefully curated TV footage, a quieter storm brewed. Mama June began to question whether she had placed too much faith in a pharmaceutical solution. The physical side effects were only part of the issue. There was also the emotional toll of waiting for change that never seemed to come fast enough. Friends noticed a shift in her demeanor. She became more withdrawn, more self-critical. Her confidence, which had slowly been rebuilding after years of turmoil, began to dip once more. The pressure of public perception weighed heavily on her. The unspoken expectation was that, as a reality TV star, she should have snapped back into her slimmer self with just a shot and a smile. But that didn't happen. A wake-up call, and a turning point eventually. June faced a sobering realization. Ozempic wasn't going to do the work for her. It wasn't the magic wand it had been hyped to be. And that truth, while difficult to accept, turned out to be a turning point. Instead of chasing another prescription or hoping for a dosage tweak, Mama June began to reevaluate her relationship with food, movement, and her own body. She pulled back from the drug and began to focus on consistency over convenience. It was the start of a harder, but more honest path. This time, she wasn't looking for an instant fix. She was looking for something real. The new plan. Old school discipline. New age mindset. With Ozempic behind her, Mama June turned to the Yikadama basics, but with a fresh perspective. She reportedly teamed up with a fitness coach who emphasized sustainable, manageable changes over crash routines. Her workouts shifted from grueling extremes to functional exercises designed to support her lifestyle. Walking, strength building, and water aerobics became regular parts of her weekly schedule. Meanwhile, she adopted a new approach to nutrition, focusing on whole foods, portion control, and mindful eating. No fad diets, no starvation tactics, just a slow, steady climb back toward health. And most importantly, she began working on her mindset. When I know after years of tying her self-worth to a number on the scale, Mama June started practicing self-compassion, journaling her progress, and celebrating non-scale victories, like better sleep, more energy, and improved mental clarity. Sharing the highest journey, flaws, and all mama. June's candidness about her experience with Ozempic is a sharp contrast to the glamorized after photos that flood Instagram and TikTok. Rather than hiding her disappointment or pretending everything worked like magic, she opened up about the real story. The one filled with setbacks, discomfort, and the realization that true health requires more than a syringe. She began posting snippets of her new routine, meal prep days with her trainer, sweaty post-walk selfies, and raw captions about the days she struggled to stay motivated. Instead of hiding her frustration, she embraced it. And in doing so, she gave her fans something even more valuable than a transformation picture: authenticity. Fans praised her honesty, flooding her comments with support. Many related to her struggle, especially those who had also tried medications and felt discouraged by their own experiences. For some, Mama June's revelation felt like a breath of fresh air in a world obsessed with shortcuts and photo filters. Family. Dynamics in the background. Of course, no Mama June story is complete without the ripple effect it has on her family. Daughters Alana and Pumpkin, who've had their own complicated relationships with their mother, were reportedly supportive of her decision to pivot away from medications and focus on long-term habits. While the family remains a mix of tense and tender moments, sources say there's a quiet respect growing between them as June works on herself, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. The journey to rebuild trust and closeness with her daughters isn't unlike her health journey.